Hiya beautiful people, welcome back to the Segens Giving series. If you're new to my channel, my name is Segen Misghina, and all week long I'm going to be sharing with you guys Thanksgiving recipes that anybody can make. I've made a playlist for you guys to watch if you guys want to see how I made mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, cornbread, and things like that. And I've listed all of that in the description box below. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my pecan pie. So if you're interested to see how I make my pecan pie from scratch, continue watching. But first, before we get started, you already know I have to give a major shout out to the following people right over here. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. It really does mean a lot. If you want to shout out like them, all you have to do is click the notification bell, let me know that you're a new subscriber in the comment section down below, and I'll give you a shout out on my next video. But again, all measurements, ingredients will be in the description box below, so make sure you look out for that. All right, so without further ado, let's get started on this pecan pie. So to get started on our filling, I'm gonna add 2 cups of pecans, or pecans. I don't know how you pronounce them, but I'm gonna add 2 cups to the mixing bowl. I'm gonna add about 1 cup of corn syrup. Make sure all of that's out of there. So next I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of sugar, and on the side here I'm gonna crack my eggs to make sure I don't get any shells inside the mixture because it's gonna be really hard to take out. So that's 1 egg, 2 eggs, and then 1 egg yolk. And just dunk it right in there. And then lastly, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter, and then I'm gonna start whisking. Awesome, so I'm gonna set that off to the side and I'm gonna work on our pie crust. Okay, so I have my pie crust. I just got it out of the fridge. I made this by scratch. So if you guys wanna see how I make pie crust, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll create a separate video for tomorrow. But to our surface, I'm just gonna add a light coating of flour. And I'm gonna start by rolling out the crust. I just want to make sure there's some overlap on our pie dish, and I think there is. So I think we're good now. So I'm just going to grab my pie dish here. Yeah, we should be good. So I have my pie crust, so I'm just going to fold it and then lightly fold it again. That way it's going to be easy for us to bring over to our pie dish. So just gonna center the triangle in the middle, then I'm gonna unfold and then unfold again, and there we are. Perfect. So now what I can do is I can grab a pair of scissors or a knife and I can cut off the excess. So I'm just gonna grab my knife here. I'm going to chop off the excess dough. And honestly, if it doesn't look perfect, that's even better because then it'll look homemade and not store-bought. All right, beautiful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to pinch around the edges so that the dough that's hanging off just a little bit doesn't get like burnt when it's in the oven. So I'm just gonna pinch it around. All right, so I think I got it all.
So what I'm gonna do next is, now for design, you could either, you know, pinch it like this to get your classic pie crust look, but I'm gonna do that for the pumpkin pie, so I'm not gonna do that for both the pecan and the pumpkin pie. The pumpkin pie recipe is gonna be out very soon, so make sure you're subscribed. Click that notification bell, that way you could get that video right away. But to make things a little easier, I'm just gonna take a fork and make it look really nice and fancy. But with this excess pie dough, I'm just gonna leave it off to the side. All right, so I'm just going to take my fork here and just press. You guys get the look I'm going for. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. But if your pie dish has like the design already on it, then you're good. You don't need this extra step. But I like it. It gives like some character, you know? And it's like official. It makes it look super homemade. There we are. There we have it. Isn't that cool? Homemade pie crust made from scratch. So I'm gonna let the pie crust cook in the oven for a little bit before we add our pecan filling. So I'm just gonna get parchment paper and something to weigh down the parchment so that it keeps the pie shape. To weigh it down, you could use rice, you could use dried beans, you can use a whole bunch of things, but I don't have any of that right now. But I have lentils right now, so I'm gonna weigh it down using some lentils. So I'm gonna make sure it's evenly distributed. That way it keeps the pie shape when it's baking in the oven. Beautiful, so I'm gonna pop this in at 350 and I'll be right back. All right guys, my pie crust is ready for the filling. Guys, I have to show you this filling though. Look at this. Oh. So I'm gonna fill the pie crust with our filling, and then I'm gonna add the pie in the oven at 350. Look at how beautiful that looks. And honestly, that half a teaspoon of cinnamon does the trick. Oh my God. So I'm just gonna make sure all of that pecan is nice and covered with our beautiful filling. Beautiful. So I'm gonna add this to the oven at 350. All right guys, and that's how I make my pecan pie. So I'm just gonna let it cool because it just got out of the oven. It's pretty hot, but it's nice and firm, and my mouth is actually watering. Oh my God. The hint of cinnamon actually makes such a huge difference. So I would highly recommend adding cinnamon if you're gonna try this recipe for sure. All right guys, so that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick and easy pecan pie recipe. If you guys like this recipe video, give this video a big thumbs up. Remember to share it with your family and friends. And with that being said, I hope you guys are having an amazing holiday. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.